everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our show. Thank you for coming to True Wellness Connections. It's always joy to be here to discuss with my beautiful sisters interesting topic that will be a blessing to somebody out there. My name is Pastor Ngozi Inyeka. I'm not alone here today. I'm with my beautiful sisters, which I will introduce them later. You know, they are spicy ladies. They make life very, very interesting. And I look forward every Tuesday to sit with the two of them to discuss the interesting topic. Like today, we are going to have an interesting questions to respond to. After our discussion last week, we tried to look into the challenges. I will encourage, if you are not there last week, please make our time to watch last week's show. It was very, very interesting, thought-provoking, life-changing. We discussed there about diaspora couples, the challenges they are going through after migrations. And we offer some helpful tips that will help somebody migrate successfully and settled. I remember one of them which I took home, even though we have married for some time, which is bringing more humor to our relationship, because after the pressures of life, if you are not bringing humor to it, man, you might crash. And then trying to bring sensitivity to each other's struggles. There was a lot of ideas that my beautiful sister and our guest last week shared with the audience that can really help your migrations be very, very successful and interesting. We find out that after that show, a lot of people send us private questions, which was quite interesting. And today we are going to have time to look at those questions. There were too many of them, but I think we will pick, because of time, we are going to pick maybe 2 or 3. But the one that was really outstanding, that this person called and also sent questions, asking us what are the reasons that couples struggle or go through divorce after migration settlement. Now they have migrated, they have settled, things are going on, and there is job, there is career. But in the middle of it, they are noticing, and according to our audience that sent that question and call, people are noticing, and they are all noticing now that the time you expect couples to settle down after all the houses of immigration, they are noticing there's a lot of family crisis. There are conflict happening, and some even going through divorce. And this very individual was a little bit curious to find out what is the reason of the crisis situations after migration. Because now they have gone through that, the language barrier, job search, children, anemone, whatever and whatever. But now, and they are even suggesting and saying, you will see couples in marriage 30 years now, opting for divorce. So this very individual was asking us what are the reasons of such problems now in life. Or some of them that they have raised their children, you know, and you will see them out there, they always dress was the person was trying to give us an example that this couple, nobody will believe that there is an issue in their family, and they are now at the age of divorce. So the person was like, I'm curious, what's the cause of such problem? So before I go further, I would like to introduce my sisters here with me, because we are all going to have this deep discussion. And it's our belief that at the end of this, you, our viewer, you will take something home that will help you become better and do better in your marriage. Because we don't think divorce is the issue, but there are some cases people can choose to do it, but it's not the will of God that we divorce. So we are going to go through the question. But first of all, I have here with me from my right, my spicy, beautiful sister. I call her sister because we are no longer colleagues now. Minister right. Claudine is no longer a colleague. Minister Claudine is fun, is loving, is a mental health nurse and a minister. So I will allow her to say hi to our audience.
All right. Thank you so much, Pastor Ngozi. My name again is Claudine Sintiji. I'm not a stranger to you. I'm so excited again today, and I know the topic is going to be amazing. Just make sure you share the link with somebody else, and yeah, stay connected with us. You're going to have a lot of fun together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Claudine. And on my right here is, I call her beautiful daughter of Zion, because I love her smile. Yeah. So, beautiful daughter of Zion, do you mind to tell our audience?
Hello, everyone. It's our pleasure to be here this evening. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. My name is Elizabeth Brimu, and I'm so happy to be with you today. And you know what? I only have one request from you. Like, love, comments. We want to hear from you as we are discussing. Comments. Husbands, call your wife. Let them sit by your side. Let your wife sit by your side. Let your husband sit by your side. The program today is for the couple. And you know what? It can help you tomorrow. It can help you the next hour. So this is for both of you. Yeah, your kids can go to their rooms and enjoy themselves this evening. You have a date with each other. Contribute. And I believe God will bless you all.
Thank you very much. Sister Elizabeth, I think also it's not just couples, even singles, divorce.
Yeah.
Because somebody who is divorced might be thinking of about going to another relationship. So you are free to watch. And please go to our YouTube channel, True Word TV, and subscribe, please. Maybe next time we think about maybe giving giveaway to people. Someone, if you subscribe more than 20 times, maybe you can inbox us to have some Tim Hortons gift card. So please try to subscribe and share and give us your feedback. God bless you. So like I was saying earlier, we are continuing the part 2. But today we are going to focus on the questions we receive. And I have my audience here. They are my audience today. So they can share from their experiences some of the reasons couples we assume are supposed to be settled now, enjoying their life. Why are the crises arising? Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then there is one I call a gray divorce. Why? What is the reason, or why is the couples that you think now should be their settlement period? Why are they going through divorce? They don't get it. Because initially you can say, oh, because of immigration, that's why the pressure from immigration and try to settle down in a new country. Maybe that's the reason why there is family crisis or marital crisis or the divorce. But now they have gone through all this immigration process and finally settled. But there is an issue, there is an elephant in the house. So what do you think are some of the causes of this after settlement issues or crisis or divorce? I think I should start. I should start from Sister Claudine.
Why are you picking on me? That's not fair at all. It's not fair.
I know you will have something to share that we are not an expert.
She's loaded.
We are not an expert on this issue, but
actually today we're going to do a discussion style, so we can all be together on the panel. Because I want the audience to see you how you're looking at me like this. Then maybe you're gonna have mercy on me, because you'll be like, I don't want you to give me a dating. Okay, I just want to make it. See? So that's a question really that many people can question themselves. Like, you know, you are not fighting before, like you are settled now, you have all jobs. You know, I think that what brings an issue now is, I would say, money can be a problem. You know, can be a problem because before you are all immigrant, you are all trying to fit in. Now you all have career, now you have money. You know, when it comes to money, then it starts, okay, who is going to be the manager of the money. Maybe one person will be like, oh, I don't think you're a good manager of the money. Another one will be like, I think I'm the one who's supposed to be managing the whole money for the family. Another one will be like, oh, well, you look like you like to wear only brand name clothes. And then, as a family, I always say, just like a company, where all of you are shareholders in that company, you all want to make sure this family of yours is running well. And then, as a human being, you can have a little bit of, misunderstanding or pulling each other. I watched one show where they were saying, like, a couple that live without fighting, those couples need to take them to the hospital. They must be mentally ill. Mm-hmm. Because they say, when you're a couple, you are going to disagree somehow on something, and you're going to be kind of, pulling each other. But that one means you are alive. Because you have something that cause you to discuss about.
Yeah, healthy fight. Yeah. There is healthy fight.
Yeah, it's a healthy fight because it's meant to build something for better. So I would say that money can be an issue.
So how do they go about it now if money is one of the reasons why couples have issues or crisis or divorce? So how can they resolve that so that it's not going to be an issue?
Oh, I don't know what she thinks already. What do you think, sister?
Okay.
And when you are talking about money, is it who takes care of the money or who is making more than me? Because money issue can be a little bit big. So
let her say what she thinks about that.
I will rather focus on what I want to say from about what causes issues
after settlement.
Yeah, after settlement. Then if there is time, I will go into money. Mm-hmm. I would like to start with, there are some issues that manifest at the beginning of marriage. Maybe after wedding and your eyes is now open, you are no longer in cloud nine. You are really
2020 vision.
You can see very well now. The cloud has disappeared and you can now see, oh my goodness, this guy is so short. How did I marry a very short, So that is when you will now start discovering lots of things about each other. Wow, I don't like the way she looks. Her smile is too loud. When she's laughing, she laughs like ha 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 ha, like So I call it discovery stage or stages, because you got to see that, wow, your eyes is not all that aligned or something. Now, if you don't address some of the issues that you feel that you don't like, you just discover, is going to be a fundamental issue throughout that marriage, because problems will now start building on it. Oh, he doesn't know how to spend. He spends too much on just things that are not all that edifying. He spends too much on this. He spends too much on that. Now, is a major issue with you. You didn't find time to sit down together to address it. Small issue will start building on top of that big issue.
Yeah.
Now, that may be the time you will discover that your wife doesn't like maybe joint accounts, and you didn't even have time to discuss it when you were cutting. So, you wanted joint accounts for the betterment of the family. Your wife is like, thank you, sir. Hold your money, I hold my money. If we want to buy something, we contribute. Now, so there are two different thoughts of ideas towards how to handle money. If you don't address it, it will start now becoming like a mountain. Now, that is what will lead some people after settling, not to divorce immediately after settling, because children will have come in, pregnancy, delivery, elementary school, high school, university. That is what leads some people to divorce at later
Stage.
years.
Yeah.
And that is why we refer to it as gray divorce. Because you'll be like, you've been together for 30 years. What can't you withstand again with this man? Now, if at the early age, now God has answered all your prayers. Because when people are really, immigration is one of the issues that draw some people to God. As soon as that immigration is settled, they've been going to church before. They cannot relax now. God has answered our prayers.
I have arrived.
What are we? We shouldn't be rushing. Now, you are not going to church. You are not reading your Bible because you've arrived.
Yeah.
You think that you've overcome infidelity before. Just someone passing through that thought starts because you've not been drawing closer to God, who has been your strength. So, immigration issue is done. Money you have. Your bank account is fat.
It's loaded.
Is loaded. So right now, having a little thing here and there is not too bad for you, because you've gone further away from Christ. So what am I saying? That issue will start manifesting.
That's, yeah.
Because you settle, children are good, God has blessed you, everything is working out. So what is the problem? And what we don't know is that most of the time we draw the problem by our hands to our own lives.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you are not watchful, what has not been existing in your life long time will start crippling, crawling in, and they will now be like a big mountain.
Yeah, buried emotions. Yeah, thank you, Sister Lizzie. I think that's an interesting point. When matters arises, if it's unaddressed, unattended, it end up finding its way at the later stage of life. So, and that's take me to this place of wondering sometimes if we check our motive of marriage. Okay, because if you check your motives of marriage, a lot of times we marry due to different reasons, and when that need is being met, other unmet needs.
By opportunity. Some people they marry by opportunity.
Yes, yeah. So they married because of opportunities. I like what you say. And so what? Now you have arrived. All the needs have been met, but there are still buried needs that was not meant, buries feelings or emotions that you numbed because you are trying to meet a specific need. I think like what we are saying could be one potential reasons of conflict after marriage. Because now as a wife or a husband, you were there for certain reasons. You were tolerating things because of certain reasons. But now the reasons are being met, but the emotion, and there is unmet emotional wound that has not been addressed. So I think that may be one of the major issues. But Sister Claudine was asking something. When it comes to the issue of money, because I know this one is cool. When it comes to issue of money, because that's what Minister Claudine was saying, and money is another issue that we see and people can testify that cause problem in marriage after, which I don't know why is causing marriage problem after migration and settlement. So I don't know why it's a problem, because in the beginning it's not a problem. Then after migration now is a problem. So how do we address? Oh yeah, two of you. Oh yeah, listen. Oh yeah.
So, let me just. You're gonna come back and support what I say. Like what I think can be an issue is what? Okay, now you came here. For instance, like for us African coming from Africa, most of the time we don't have no opportunity to work and to make money. So therefore, a man is used to be the only one handling money and supporting and the providing. Now we get to the point whereby now a woman now is able to make money. Is able to make money, and now the man say, okay, you make money, you bring the money here. You bring the money here, which is not a problem, the money to manage the money. But it can be to the point whereby a woman can be like, okay, wait a minute, like, I'm a big girl. I think I really want to know even how actually the money is being used in the house. Because sometimes you are working, you're giving him money to your man, but you are not even getting the report on how the money is being used. Then you think that the man, because from back home the man used to provide for you and they don't say anything. Most of the time as a woman you don't even ask, because you know what am I going to ask anyway?
Okay, can you be direct? Are they doing joint accounts or separate?
Oh, at that time
In the African.
now, at that time they have a joint account.
Okay.
There is a joint account, but the truth is you don't even know how the money is being used. You can't even ask. And sometimes even when you ask, they may even ask you, what do you need? You understand? But the food that's provided in the house, you all eat them. You realize even though when you want to send $10 to your family members, you have to go beg as if you don't go to work. And that down the road can bring some kind of, okay, wait a minute, my money. But I just want to be able to manage my money. And that is a feeling that should be honored.
Yeah.
You know, if I have your wife or your husband, whatever the situation can be, happen to say, you know what, I really want to learn how I can manage my own money. Because in the family sometimes, one thing I think, you don't know what can happen tomorrow after tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you only don't even know how to manage money, and the other person is in a situation cannot manage money, then how will the family run? You know? So to be able to understand that you all can manage money, or you are all accountable to each other. I have the right to ask how much money we are, or you surprise a man knows how much money a woman is making. A woman does not even know how much money a man is making. So after 10 years living together, there can be a time whereby a woman or a man can be able to ask, okay, wait a minute, I really want to ask what is going on with our finances. And that question can bring discussion, just in case maybe the husband was using the money in the wrong way, for instance. Now you want to ask the state of the account. That can be any issue. And again, it's money.
I hope the person that asked this question is listening to all these wonderful opinions and ideas. Like what Minister Claudine is saying, I can totally agree with that. Because a lot of times, majority of immigrants migrated from countries where there is patriarchy, rule, and authority, which is the man in the house, they call the shot, they manage the income, they do whatever they want to do with it. So for the woman, you just obey and you just follow. So a lot of times, some women might tolerate it just because of status quo, and coming here and finding themselves to be financially independent can cause some of this problem, and especially where there is no fear of God. Okay, so it can cause. You wanted to say something?
I've forgotten what I want to say.
You were so carried away trying to think about the causes. I know, because you wanted to bombard everywhere. So this you forgot.
Is the question that I asked her, that okay, are they doing joints or separate? There are some couples at the beginning, especially during courtship, they will tell each other, keep your money, I keep my money. If any need arises at home, we share the cost.
I feel that's the best.
And the husband, most of the time, not always, take the lead to buy some things. This is my job given to me by God to take good care of my home. The wife will chip in as the need arises. Now, if both of them are certain and sure of what they are doing, that this is what we do, that would be good. Now, if it's the other way, that the wife has relied so much on the husband trusted the husband that, yes, it's my husband, is going to take a very good decision about our finances. That is where the issue will arise. We are no longer dealing with naira now. We are dealing with dollars. So, dollars, I know how I sweat for it. So, sit down, let's go over it. There are some men that will take it in a very negative way. How can you be dictating the way that I will be spending the money when we're in Africa? You never even mention anything. I will buy this, I will buy that. You will not talk. Now, so it depends on your partner.
Yes.
If you can reason together and sit together and say, you know what?
It's okay.
Out of my pay, I want to be keeping 80%. I will be contributing 20% to the house purse in case of any need. Okay, thank you. So you need to communicate, you need to reason, sit together, have a very good discussion. And I discovered that money at times brings some anxiety, hatred, loudness of the voice, because we are talking about money.
So are you saying that this discussion should have been done early in the marriage,
yes,
or later?
Earlier
in the marriage.
In the marriage.
Okay, but don't forget, that's why anybody in this situation, we are not going to blame that person. Don't forget, most people from Africa, men are always in authority.
Yes.
And when we get married, most women try to show their gentle side, and the men try to show their loving side. So it might be difficult to have this discussion, but the benefit of this discussion for somebody who is going to marriage or really there is good to have discussions about money from the early stage of your marriage. Don't wait until everything is good. As you are going through cloud 9 of honeymoon, try to address the issue of money. But when it comes to after immigration, that's one thing we have to understand. After immigrations, most times, you might have a lot of money. The woman or the man might be making a lot of money now and want their independence.
You are talking too slow now. Why are you being so emotional? The woman is making a lot of money. Say it. We are hard workers. No question about it. The woman, say it. We make money.
So like what you are saying, the early stage, so we have to be a little bit sensitive. Early stage of couples' life, it might be difficult to have that discussion. I want my own money, you want your own money. So like you early said in the beginning, there is a lot of issues buried at the early stage so that you can meet the needs at hand then. Then after now, within that period, I will say there are buried emotional needs that you bury, and you just address what is at hand. So I think it's after that, this money issue, when you have work and start making money and reflecting on so many things, that the issue of money, I think, becomes a problem. At early stage, when you're in your foreign country of origin, I don't think most time money is an issue over there. I think the main issue of money starts in their country of settlement.
Please, I just want to read one of our audience comments. Brony, thank you for joining us. He's from US. He sent 3 comments, and I'm going to read all of them. He said, reality always sets in as soon as couples get married. After that wedding, you just see everything. They are both naked and they were not ashamed. That is why it's good to go for counseling before marriage. And counseling should be done by experienced couples who have had successful marriage for years. It should be done. That counseling should be done before marriage. your discussion money-wise should be done before marriage. He said, I counsel couple to be on the issue of money in marriage. If not well handled, it could break the home.
When we are
100%.
when we are talking about counseling, hey, I'm the host. When we are talking, when we are talking this issue of counseling, let's not forget that from where we are coming from, counseling can be a little bit biased. In the sense that some people, let's look at the Christian aspect of it. If you go for counseling, most of the things you will hear is submit to your husband, and the husband
Love your wife.
love your wife. Most time these issues are not really attended to, or they will tell you your body is not your own. Whenever your husband ask, give. So
Don't
counseling,
say no.
okay.
Don't
So
say no.
counseling might be a little bit tricky from where we are coming, but here in North America, Western world, I think it's really, really recommended for couples to have counseling. But from where most couples are coming from, the counseling, I think that's my observation, that's my own experience, can be a little bit biased. Because when there is issue, most times the woman is the one that is blamed, and the man. So, and these are the things I can add to this. Most times cause problem after migration, because you see the couples bury their emotions, bury their pain. The pain are not resolved because there are something you are focusing on. And after that, go ahead.
Yeah, well,
We have a lot of questions.
no, go for
What I want to say is that before marriage counseling is like you are getting remarried again when you migrate.
Yes.
It's like both of you are getting married again. You have one life before you leave your country, if you understand what I'm saying.
Migrating with baggage.
And you
will hide.
you now, it's not only you. You know, before the wedding, it was only you. You have your own baggage. He has his own. Now it's not I. It's we. Now, when you migrate, you are starting your life from the beginning again. Because now, let's talk about the currency. Your currency changes. You are no longer spending the money you were spending before you migrate. So, both of you have migrated. You are living in a new country now. Everything is new. You are starting on level 0. You are in competition with yourself. So, everything now starts afresh. If you don't have that discussion that you had about money before, if you don't have it again, it's going to be a main issue in that marriage.
Yeah. Buried baggage.
Now something else.
Yeah.
So now you are there, you had a joint account, suppose, and then down the road you are like, okay, I think the way I see the money is being managed, I feel like this is what we can do. Now you are talking together as a couple. Remember, this marriage is yours. You are all in charge of keeping everything together. So why, when a couple, a woman, for instance, requested, I would love that we manage our finances differently, that moving forward, we can separate the account, but we can still make sure we meet the need. Why would the man rather see the marriage broken than allowing me to manage the money? He could even easily tell me, okay, Claudine, if you want to manage the money now, your income,
So do you mind to answer
bring it
that?
20 or 30%. So now we are trying to find why marriage are breaking after you have settled. So why would be a big issue to let the money go? Look, it's like there is a bones in the mouth of a dog, whereby to take it out you have to use the things to cut it out. Why should that be a problem?
So,
Because you are all adults, you all know you have children, you all know that. Why one person would rather the marriage break
Okay.
Oh, money, 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 money. Money what? Let the money, whoever made it, manage it for the best of this marriage. But don't just let the marriage go because of money, money, money what?
Okay.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to say on this stack loading, money gives you power and
Yes.
authority.
Yes.
So it gives you power and authority.
So you
So
want me to be powerless, you can have power over my money. That's what
Okay.
it's supposed to just
so
come
the
out of nowhere.
so the loss of that most
over my
time
money.
is not here. Okay, let's yeah.
Because
we
no.
see it.
This person does not think the money is ours. That's
Yeah.
why when you want
So-
a little piece of it, they say, no, it is me.
Yeah, because couples here, most couples in diaspora, that individuality spirit set in, because it's supposed to be
Our
yeah.
way.
Ours.
This is not just me. So, but because that spirit of is all about us is no longer there, most time they can think it's about loss of power and control. That's what I'm. Yeah, go ahead. Then we can go to the
Questions?
another question.
We didn't go to any question, by the way. We are still discussing ourselves.
I will say the reason why, let me say the men, is because they've taken the leadership role for a long time. And some men doesn't believe in their wife that they can be a good steward of money. They don't believe that
Yeah.
my wife can spend what she earned wisely.
Yeah.
I'm at peace. I don't care about what she earn because I trust her. She doesn't spend anyhow. So only few percentage of men can say that about their wives, that I trust her, she's not going to spend anyhow. Now, they've assumed that women see this clothes you buy, Gucci you buy, D&G you buy. So the only thing they believe that women does best is shopping,
They can manage the money.
that they cannot manage, and that is
That's
a
wrong.
very, very wrong
Naughty.
conclusion. So if I'm talking to men that are watching right now, search your heart. You need to erase that picture from your heart about your wife. She's a woman, she's fearfully and wonderfully made. She has sense. She cannot just work for 40 hours, take that money and go and spend it anyhow. So don't let money be an issue at all.
And Sister Lizzie, let's be fair. I know this issue. Somebody here, let's be fair. There are still women that as soon as they start making money, there will be trouble in the home. They felt I'm making more than you. Now I have to be in charge.
Because
So
they are
it's
not
like-
mature.
Yeah. So
No, if you,
yeah,
if
I have
you,
seen it over
if
and
you
over.
think
Yeah, I have seen it. I have
because you
now-
are collecting
Yeah, I have-
stipends,
yeah, I have-
that will not make you to be rude
Yes,
to your husband.
it happens. I have
No,
cancelled them. I
that
have
is
seen
that is pride,
Yeah.
and that is not a good
Yeah.
behavior.
So now we have seen the issues that Claudine, Minister Claudine, my bestie, I've experienced it. I have cancelled them. That women now, one of the issues in their marriage, they felt I'm in charge now because I can do whatever I want to do and I have the money. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, you can't tell me what to do. So it is like now money has given them the money power instead of saying this is our money. So like what we are saying in a nutshell, what we are saying is one of the causes of problems after settlement, okay, is the issue of money not addressed early, okay? And then another thing is the unaddressed emotional needs that was sidelined because of there was pressing issues. So at the end of the day, it comes back again. And a lot of time, some of the issues is unresolved baggage. You know, when you migrate to a new country, there are still issues, there are still wounds, pain unaddressed. And if you didn't address it, it's just a matter of time, it will surface again. So those are some of the things that can lead couples after settling down. You are wondering, like we say, there are people that carry the spirit of unforgiveness, they never forgive. As soon as they settle down, they will look at you, okay, Daddy Emeka, I remember how you used to treat me. And the man will say, Minister Claudine, I remember those days because you are going and making money. So you will find out that's buried pain and, yeah, trying to show. So I think we should go further to the next question. Yes. So if we remember another thing, if you remember another thing that you can share with that person, you can share with them. But having said that, a good foundation, if you have a good foundation in your early marriage, with or without money, I don't think that will be a problem.
That's right.
So go and check your foundation from the beginning of the relationship and their motive of getting married. Okay, all this issue of money, the issue of unresolved pain, is most time the motive of getting married was wrong. You see the men, maybe they marry the woman because they are looking for somebody to control, not that they really love, or because of money, or because of age, or because of time, and now they have achieved that. Or some people wants to have kids, and now they have achieved that. And so what? So the next question says, I think we have touched it. It said the woman decide that all her money is her to do her own project, and the money of the husband is to support the home. A woman does not involve husband in project or work, but not complain with her money. This brings frustration to the man. What do you think is the intention of a woman, and what can a man do to avoid potential divorce? So the person is asking, in a situation now, the woman is keeping all her money, but still expect the husband to take care of everything in the house. The husband pay the bill. You will keep the child support. You will do you want to kill this man. You will keep your own money, and you will be carrying out projects at home without the consent of your husband. So now the question is, okay, did you know when
the question is what?
Yeah, so the question the man is asking, what can the man do now to avoid potential divorce? Because it's like the man is at the edge of breaking now also, or what is the intention of this woman doing this thing?
Okay.
This is wickedness now.
This question is what I tag, my money is my money.
Yes.
As my husband, your money is our money. My own money is my money.
Yes.
Your own money is our money.
Yeah.
And that is wickedness. A+. That is wickedness. You and this man, both of you, you are in, I don't want to say a strange land, you are in a new land. You know how you work so hard to earn what you have. And you know that this man has given literally the whole of his life to the family. Because whenever you hear him talk, it will say, as long as you and the children are doing well, that is my joy. Now, if you keep on looking at your husband doing more than 40 hours, taking shift upon shift, and you don't feel any need to contribute, to support, that is wickedness.
Okay,
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think is a wickedness in which way? Because as a couple, you are not supposed to steal from each other. Because when you are a couple and you're making money, you are taking money there, and without the consent of your partner, you are stealing from the family, and that is not acceptable. And the other things you need to know as a couple, whenever you make money, even though I am at work, somebody else is making money, is helping you make that money. In which way? You have 3 or 4 children. You go to work one shift, you go double shift, you do everything. What do you think happened to those children? Somebody else, your husband or your wife, is taking care of those children. At the end of the day, the money that you make, you're making it both. So if you make more money than the husband, I think the time you went to work, make that money, the husband also was making money, because here we don't have no maid. We are all helping each other. So at the end of the day, so every dollar you make, you're supposed to share it in the way that is productive, improve the family. But the question is, what would now this man do? Because I'm pretty much sure the man, man and the money, this man may have spoken so many times, I need to be involved. But what would you do if a wife is still brushing it off? It's not listening to you. You know what? At your own cost, if you want to break it, I'm good with that. Some of them, they behave like that.
I want to say,
how else would you do it?
Yeah, I want to apologize because I felt judgmental if the lady or the man is listening. So I have to apologize and withdraw that word of saying that's wickedness. Okay? Because look at how minister, because
No,
why?
you're being honest.
So yeah, I have to withdraw that in the sense that, first of all, I don't know the reason why the woman is behaving the way the woman is behaving. Okay? For there is always a cause and effect of something.
Yes.
I don't know their previous experiences back home. Let's assume these are immigrants. They are couples right now. I don't know the history of their marriage. I don't know how the man treated this woman back home. And even maybe when the woman was not making any money. I don't know. Okay? So my first suggestion would be to explore the man, sit down with their wife, because this can be, some people can go into that victim mentality, is to sit down with their wife to find out the reason why this woman is choosing to keep her money and allow the husband to do all the expenses and take care of the home. So I would suggest that the man, you sit with your wife and iron it out. If it's not going, if you're not making any headway, invite trusted family, friends that we have the interest of both of you at heart and explore it. Most cases, there may be hidden issues, there may be hidden pain. But if there is no hidden pain, there is no past experiences in this matter, then that's the time I will say, baby, this is wickedness now. It's not good. But first of all, the man try and explore. There may be reasons why this woman is choosing to do it.
Okay.
And if you even building projects without the man's knowledge, there may be reasons, so try and explore.
I want to quickly read one of our audience comments. He said, biblical marriage is embedded in discipleship. It transcends position, location, and personality. I usually start from working on their spiritual stability. A regenerated couple will find it rather easy because selfishness, ego, and lavish spending will have been dealt with if they are both Christ's disciples. My wife and I have different personalities. I'm a spender, she's not. She's prudent, so I allow her in charge of finances so as to checkmate me. She earns much more than me, but she wouldn't make financial decisions without my approval.
Okay.
I don't make this a model because we are different people. And I like that so much. I really appreciate that.
So thank you very much for that. And that's what we are trying to advise couples. If you enter marriage with a wrong motive, it's not yet late for you to go and rethink and do it right. Because where there is, and the issue of Christ, when couples are really born again and have the interest of both parties at hand, knowing we are here for each other, we are here to love and cherish each other, to support each other, make everyone grow in it. I don't think some of this issue some of this problem will be an issue. But because there are a lot of factors A lot of factors affecting couples when they got married, and a lot of issues. That's why these issues always.
To
Go ahead.
to support what this man, brother Victor, just said, that for him, even though the wife's making more money, he doesn't make it a problem. But there are other men, the moment the woman starts to climb the ladder and making more money, they will stand behind you and they pull you back, because they feel like if you make more money, they just can't stand to see a woman making money than a man. It is a lot in our community. So kudos to you, Brother Victor, for being there to understand that it's okay. It can happen that a woman can make more money. Because most of women, really, I always say, and I'm going to repeat it, what women want is what money cannot buy. Most of women, really, we are not consumed by money. If you feel loved by our men, if we are making money, it does not consume us. So that's why you see the woman is at peace. And you as a man, you are at peace. You decide things together, you approve things together, and the life goes on.
Thank you very much. So we go to the third question. This one is a little bit long. He said a woman was loyal. It's a question. No. He said a woman was loyal to her husband, working hard, and the man managing money. They had a mortgage, but realizing the man has debt left, and right that the hard-working woman never knew. Okay, woman, can you read this? Can you read that? The second question, because of my class.
Woman co-signing a man's debt, borrowing out of ignorance. Her credit messed up. Husband left to another woman. House equity gone. Wife still paying money towards that mortgage, while a man lives with another woman openly. The woman does not know what to do. The man does not care about her or children. She's very stressed out. She's asking for advice. Should she get out of marriage or stay?
Okay, because I don't have my glasses, please bear with me. So she's asking if she should get out of marriage or stay. If a woman is asking this question, they already know what they want to do, but they are looking for somebody that will confirm what they want to do. Okay.
She's out already.
Okay, so yeah, you are. I think if you are watching me now, you know what to do. You are just trying to find somebody to confirm,
to validate
what you already wants to do. If you are a Christian, you want somebody that you will hold accountable. Oh, I watched the show. After the show, I decided to do what I want to do. What the man is doing, there's supposed to be transparency in every relationship. The man going into debt, and I don't think is a good thing. So
I just want to read what Sister Marcia said.
Yeah.
Money should never divide a couple. Both should sit down and have a financial budget that benefits the whole family.
Thank you so much.
And Brother Victor said, I counsel people to adopt what works for them.
Good.
Remember, they are no longer two, but one. And they should be one in everything, including finances.
We're going to read another question for Pastor John. Can we read it? Then we're going to continue. We're almost done.
Because we haven't, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have an...
Jerome also, Apostle Jerome asked a question, also say, I have a question. What is the African community, especially the church, doing to help new couples with orientation upon arrival, rather than waiting to see them in trouble, then intervene? So that question, Pastor Ngozi is going to come to us later.
Yes.
And yeah. So
this question, what do you have to say? The one that is asking, what do I do?
When, according to the situation, the way the situation is presented, it is clear that the woman is hurt emotionally, is starting to slide out. Because all those issues she has said about the man have taken the whole like equity from the house, and she's just consigning it, based on trusting. Oh, baby, come and just sign here. We are going to do this. Oh yeah, signature, get it. At the end of the day, the house equity all is gone. The man have left is no longer in the house. The woman can barely feed the kids. They're asking what to do. So everything that's been happening. So you are the one who's feeling the pain. I'm not there. So you're going to have to find a way to keep yourself safe. Emotionally, because you are in the house, the man is no longer with you. The house that you are paying is basically has nothing. There is a reason why that man maybe have left. Because that man knows that house doesn't even have no equity. Even though you divorce today, you get nothing from that house. It has nothing. It has taken everything.
I'm just curious. What's the reason?
My advice is
decide. The reason the man...
Infidelity.
Infidelity left to another woman, because whatever you had there have swept everything that you're supposed to own together as a couple.
So do you think whether... another question is the woman to find out if the man will be willing to go for counseling.
Oh, they talk about everything.
Are we saying...
That's what you think?
That's why she said they talk about everything. The man left.
Okay. If that's
he
what
just left. He doesn't engage, he doesn't talk, he doesn't come just to shower and they go.
Yeah.
Come to shower and they go.
That is why...
Can this individual reach out to some people in their community? If she's a Christian, go and seek for support from the church.
You think when a man who have decided to leave will be willing to come for those counseling? Are you joking? This man have departed away from this woman. A woman needs to understand that this man is no longer with me. But to women, it's very difficult for.
But marriage can be saved. Marriages can be saved.
But it doesn't be saved by one person. Remember?
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't get saved by one person.
The woman can reach out to the community. Trusted people can, if they are Christian, can reach out to the church, because there may be reasons why the infidelity is happening.
Can I apologize for that? Yeah. I'm sorry to say this. As a Christian, because there are couple non-Christian that live a happy marriage. So as a Christian, because these people are Christian already,
because
they are already in the mess. So they were the Christian already to begin with, they have departed away from it.
Infidelity can be saved. I've seen marriages that are going...
Infidelity that you are hiding. You are coming...
You can save marriages from infidelity. If two of them are willing, they are willing to make it work. Because the man, maybe, that's what I'm thinking, maybe the other woman is pulling the man too close.
So what would you advise to the lady now?
That's what I was trying to say. The lady can seek for support from trusted people so that they can intervene. The lady can suggest for counseling so that they can have external support to come address the issue. And if they know the woman that is involved during the counseling, I've seen situations that the one involved that is trying to break the marriage was summoned to the meeting. So, but there must be willingness. So the lady tried to find out from the husband in the midst. She might be able to find out if there is willingness from the husband to make this thing work. And then ladies reach out, lady reach out to the family, even her own family, except she has done all these things. And the man is still at that place. No, I prefer the other lady. Then she can decide whatever she wants to do. But I don't think divorce in this situation is the best. So you wanted to say something?
No, you want to add for this? Answer this last one.
Which
question
one?
For Apostle Jerome about what is the African community, especially the church, doing to help new couples with orientation upon arrival, other than dealing with the aftermath?
Yeah, I think a lot of churches are doing seminars, counseling, but the one thing I have observed, we fake a lot. African families fake a lot. They are not honest and vulnerable. Okay, they try to give this impression that all is well, because the impression they are giving, that's what you have to follow. So even during the church sections, if you organize marital counseling or family time, you will find it difficult to see any one of them being open to ask questions. So they give pastors a lot of pastors' impression that all is well in their home, that they don't need their support.
I will say one thing about that.
Yeah.
There is a culture that we have in African churches or community. We tag people with their issues. Oh, you know, that brother that doesn't like to spend. That sister that is, she's like this, akagon. You know, we tag people with their issue until Christians stop tagging people with their issue. No one will say the truth
No,
publicly.
what she's asking, what is church doing?
Yeah.
Okay, to avert the problem rather than waiting for the problem to manifest.
Yes.
Okay, and one of the things from pastoral experiences, I think, is not that churches are not doing anything. Most times, even if there is something organized, you will find our couples will not come. The only people you might see there might be few ladies. The men will not come. Now I'm supporting you. I know you like this.
You are trying. Congratulations.
So when programs are being organized in churches, a lot of times the couples are not coming, and the ones that will come is the ladies. And if you are trying to have a lot of discussion, they try to cover. They have this mentality that if I'm going there, I don't want to air my dirty linen outside. So I won't say that churches are not doing anything, but the participation and compliances is very, very low.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they will, most time, they keep it until it's spoiled, and that's when they are coming. And sometimes churches now are afraid to step in because a lot of members have had a traumatic experience from the past from churches.
Yes.
They have felt church hurt. So now there is this dilemma: do we go forward or what do we do? So churches are doing something, but there is a lot of hindrances.
What I want to add to land, because this discussion we can talk about it until tomorrow. I would say that churches have failed men. Churches have failed men. Here and there, left and the right. We see women's conferences every time, left and the right. You go on YouTube, you Google women's conferences, talk about marriages. We just had a conference not too long ago, and everything we talk about is all about helping ourselves on how we can be better wife, how we can be better mothers, how we build. We really believe that when you build a woman, you build a community and you build a future. But men also, they need help. They need also that word of God they know. There's one Bible verse that everybody know, is that, a woman should submit to the husband. But we go to the conference all the time. They are teaching us how we can be submissive to the husband, how we can tolerate our men. But men also, they need conferences to speak to the men, because we also as women, we need the men to be able to tolerate us. Because we are not angels, we are not God, we can make a mistake. But if men in the couple are not being taught about how to tolerate a woman, how do we expect that we're going to have healthy marriages when only one person is being spoken to, as if the other person does not need a reminder of what is expected from him as a man?
So
church failed men.
Church failed them?
Yeah, because they focus on fixing a woman, but they forget that a woman does not fix the marriage alone. It takes two to have a healthy marriage.
Because of time, I would have said something that is not about just church, is culture. The culture, we are all trained from the traditional culture that says that women, you should build their home. So as a man, you don't think it's their responsibility to build their home. So culture and socialization process has a lot to do with the low participation of men during church programs of
but
counseling.
The Bible is clear, though. We all have our place. That's why we need to focus on what that Bible says about a man in a marriage. Focus on that in the men's conferences. The same way When we go to women's conferences, we focus on the place that God have given to us as a woman in a marriage.
So now
that's
we're
the area we talk about.
Okay, you said the conference is tagged Women's Conference, and you want your husband to
be
come
there.
to
No,
you
we want
with
to
you.
have men. When we have a women conferences, we don't let men come in us. We do have it every time. We talk woman to a woman.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They
So what she's saying, we don't have a lot of men conferences.
Tend to each other, teach each other how to be the better man, so that you can raise your sons
That's
to
right.
be better
Yeah.
husbands.
Yeah.
Not we women being part of there. Have a personal conversation between men. Learn from what you see in the society and they teach each other. Then we're gonna know we're gonna be raising sons that will be good husband.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have a better.
So please, because of time, I don't think we continue with the question. We have really spent a lot of time. I think we might call the person or inbox the person for the third question. Please bear with us. I thank God that we have really had a powerful, life-changing discussion today. And I want to leave this with our audience. Marriage is God. If you can get something right on the face of the earth, get your marital life good. You can succeed in every area, but if you're not succeeding in your marriage, permit me to say that you are failing. Because there is something unique about it. That is why God established it. And it's meant for be a blessing to each other. So let's try and deal with matters as it arises instead of piling it up. You might offend or disagree to agree, but please make a time couples. Talk with each other. Address issue. If you see something that is not right, just address it. Watch the timing. Come from a place of win-win-win. Try not to come from a place win-lose, because win-lose can create problem. And let's remember that it's not just you as a couple that is involved. There are children in the marriage. And that is why we have to work so hard to make it work. Instead of going, divorce is not an option, but there are situations that may warrant that, but don't wait until you get to that stage. Start loving each other. Start bringing understanding to each other, and let Christ be the foundation. And I will encourage a husband or wife watching, go back with your husband or wife to reassess the reason of your marriage so that you can rebuild the foundation. It's not yet over to start afresh, please. And remember that love is a choice. So make the choice today to start loving each other and have a healthy home. And in all, try and make your creator proud. Because I believe God rejoices when he's seeing his children rejoicing. So God bless you, and we hope to see you next week. Before then, pray and meditate on the word of God. We love you, and the Lord will heal every brokenness in your heart in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, my wonderful sister, for the contribution.
Thank you, guys.
Right. Thank you for watching us.
Have a nice evening.
You are watching the True Word Television, spreading the true word of salvation.